Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for September 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, I will be using for the main reading, and you can get to the main reading by just going right down there and, where it says Crosswatchers jump to. I put a timestamp where the main reading's going to be. Now, all of this is the introduction, and it is going to be the same for every video if you're new to my channel. So you don't want to watch the introduction. I hope you watch it at least one time, but if you don't want to watch it, jump down there, hit the timestamp, okay? Okay, so generally for the weekend, what I will use is my Rodley Valentine, my Angel Tarot cards. I will use a John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I'll also use my Emily Anderson Crystal deck, and I started using, this is Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue's Angels of Abundance Oracle cards. So that'll be for the main reading. Now for this reading, for the, just the overview, the universal, I use the Waite Rider cards and my Colette Baron Read the Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all these decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Now, hopefully my sound is doing well. I've had a couple of those wonderful updates that always mess things up, but I've also had a couple of actually hardware updates, so hopefully things are a little bit easier, a little bit better. Now let's go into what's going on in the, just in the universe. Actually, I did post this, what I usually read off of my notes. I did post a link for this in Facebook and in Instagram and Twitter. Not much of a person I don't do a lot of Twitter, but I did post this, and it is a blog on my website, and that's divinedestinywithdebbie.com. So really we are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. Mercury will officially go retrograde on the 9th of September, so we're in that shadow, so things should be heating up a little bit more. Remember, Mercury retrograde is where people tell you not to buy electronics unless you really have to, and in that case, then you might want to think about the warranty. It's also communications. Mercury is in Libra, and when, a lot of Libras that I know, when Mercury is in retrograde, get a lot of people from the past, also people that might have passed on too. So the veil gets thinner and thinner. So here we go, and it will stay in Mercury retrograde, will be that until October 2nd. And it actually bounces a little bit towards the end of the month. It will bounce into Virgo for a little bit of time too. So when Mercury goes retrograde, we'll have 6 planets that are retrograde. Jupiter, which is in Aries, again Mercury, which right now is in Libra, Neptune, Pisces, Pluto, Capricorn, Saturn, which is in Aquarius, and Uranus, which is in Taurus. We only have 2 planets that are direct, and that is Mars in Gemini and Venus in Leo. Now Venus will be jumping to Virgo September 5th, and then it will then jump to Libra in the 29th. But we don't have a whole lot going on for this weekend. September 1st, and I think I mentioned this, Mercury is trined with Mars, so there's some interesting stuff there. But trining and sextiling, those are actually good energies. So then Mars, again, Gemini, is sextile with Jupiter. Mercury will be opposing, however, Jupiter, which is in, retrograde in Aries. So it's not a real heavy or hard duty stuff going on, but we also have other things that are happening. We've got those planets in retrograde, and they're making their own music. So let's go on and just go and see what we have here. Remember, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit. My job is just to let the words flow and hopefully stay out of its way. So let's see what we have here with the cards and what higher power wants to say for this weekend. Like I said, there's not a lot of real nasty or real strong energies adding into what we're already dealing with. So let's see if this is going to be a very positive weekend. And it doesn't really, whatever's going on in the world, yes, it does matter what goes on in the world, but we still have to live our lives. We still have to do what we need to do to carry on. Okay. I did get a message before I started all of this, and this should be a weekend where we start not living in fear. Remember, fear is a tool of the devil, and, it tries to control us. It tries to direct us. We need to work harder and harder not to live in fear. We are light workers. We are star seeds. So the fear, let go of that fear. Don't let the fear control you. Okay. So that was really strong. I was like, okay, I'll tell everyone that. Okay. Remember, anything reversed is strong. It's a little bit more oomph to it. Let's see what we've got here. Well, there we go. The sun is shining. So we have and numbers are very important also. So we have a 19. So that is a 1 and a 9. 1 is a new beginning. We can have it a 10 plus 9. 10 is transition. 0, God source energy. 9 says you have everything you need. Let's wrap it up. Let's do what needs to be done. Okay, so 19, you add it back up. It becomes 1 plus 9 is a 10, transition. And then we go back to the 1, which is that new beginning. So there is, like I said, the energies didn't seem like they're trying to create havoc for us. It doesn't mean that there aren't things being revealed. The sun is also a very natural disinfectant. The sun is something that, brings light into dark corners. And the sun is something that we all need a little more of. Okay? The sun does, this does denote a good job. This does denote, again, being fearless. I really got the fearless energy, just fearless. We have to believe. We have to just have faith in not what is going on per se, no, not faith in per se man itself, but faith in the heavens, faith in, God, Spirit, Source, Holy Spirit, whatever it is, whoever that is you want to say. So have faith. Faith is strong. Faith is shining. Here we go. Next card is, well, now we have that Page of Pentacles. Remember, court cards have dual energies. Okay, all the court cards do. So Page's underlying energy is Pentacles. So that is money energy. That is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy. Capricorn and Taurus has a lot of strong stuff going on right now. I think Chiron's also in Taurus too, and I think that's another one that is retrograde. Not a real strong, nothing that we really talk about, but the wounded healer. Anyway, Pentacles, money, job, career. Pages are going after new jobs, new money. There will always, no matter what happens in the world, there is always opportunities to create. And there's opportunities to create something that can actually bring a living, can actually bring the money that you might need to do your living. So there's the sun energy going on. There's this Pentacles energy. Page, very enthusiastic, young energy, new energy. And generally, if this was personal reading, I would say new job, new career even, or a new opportunity coming in. So next card is, okay, now we have, again, that was reversed. We have the 3 of Pentacles. Now, the 3 of Pentacles is also, it's very interesting. Now, 3 is creativity, is celebration. It also is the power of 3, putting your energies out there, saying it 3 times, getting a couple of people with you to say it 3 times. There's a lot of, this is one of those times, again, this goes with this, where there's a lot of creative energies in making money or in making provision. When I see this card in this deck, I feel like this is about provision. Now, it's provision that is not necessarily something that we even expected, but it is, it's kind of like preparing for that rainy day. Maybe it's going and asking for a little bit of help, but the provision is, I do feel like this has a more spiritual aspect to it. And again, you put this together with that page, opportunities, new opportunities are about and are happening. So even if the world looks a little bit, crazy, there is positive energies all around us. And again, we have that Page energy and that Pentacles energy and the 3 of Pentacles. So, and then 2, the sun, and I love our little guy here. little guy, girl, riding fearlessly. Be fearless. So there is, whatever this is, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the money situation. Not to tell you to just go out and spend money. That's not, if you don't have the money, don't spend the money. But don't be afraid. Money is, there is money available. There is money to be, money, is it money or is it just provision? I think it's more provision. But there are opportunities for that provision. How's that? Okay, let's go on to the Colette Baron Reed, the Good Tarot. And let's see what we've got. Oh, cards almost wanting to flip. Not quite though. Let's see. We do need, there is stuff, like I said, not to, that be fearless. And there is, when you are fearless, you need to let go of so many things in order for you to embrace the possibilities. Okay, let's see what this is. We have the Three of Water. Now, this is the celebration card. This is always the celebration card. So we have three again. So we have Pentacles, we have water. Water is our Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio energies. It's very fluid, emotional. It's very spiritual energy too. Again, three, power of three, celebratory, creativity. So there's something, sometimes it just doesn't make sense. It's like, well, the world just seems like it's going to heck in a handbag or or in a basket, whatever you want to say. And then the cards tell us to have hope. The cards tell us that things aren't as bad as they seem. And then we get the Three of Water, which is all about celebration. It's all about believing. It's all about having faith. Faith in something that's larger than ourselves. So what do we say? What are you thinking about this video? I mean, what are you thinking about the readings? You don't tell me about the video, but the readings. Who's interpreting what with all of these cards? I mean, these are positive money cards, and this is the celebration card. So let me know what you think about this. Okay. Also, too, besides commenting, please go down here to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. The weekend, it looks like, at least universally, yes. It looks like there is provision, there is sunlight, there is a good, there's something good happening around us. We have to look for that sometimes. We have to believe, we have to have faith. But again, a lot of times this has a lot of provision to it. There is the couple coming, and there is somebody here that, in some ways you would think of this as maybe a church, or because there's the arches. But if you look, he's got an apron on. So he is, so there is a servitude with this also. So, and these people do not look like they are wanting for anything. So are they coming to him, or is he providing for them? We will see. We will see. Okay, let me know again. And why don't we right now start our reading? Hello, my Geminis. How you doing with Mars? How's that all happening with you? Are you feeling bolder? Anyway, I did get the message again. Don't be afraid this weekend. So then, like I said, so you said, okay, be bold, be fearless, all that good stuff. And I'm saying this on all the videos, all the smaller video, or all the, the signs. Then I'm like, well, are we supposed to be afraid? What's going on? Don't be afraid, because the energies are really, even though we've had all the pressure of those planets that are, retro and all that good stuff, it's really going to be a lighter energy. It really will be. But maybe we're just used to the heaviness. Let's see, my Geminis, what we've got going on here, or we've gotten used to the heaviness. Let's see what we have here. Breathe. Oh, my Geminis, I feel like you need to breathe, meditate, breathe deeply. Just ground yourself quite a bit. Let's see. 1, 2. You keep getting these reversed cards. You keep getting these reversed cards. Let's see what we've got here for you. First card is Knight of Water. So Knights, underlying, all the court cards, 2 energies. Knights, underlying energy is fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, bold. Oh, bold, bold, bold. Very, very committed, very, very action-based, okay? Water is our Cancer, our Pisces, our Scorpio, fluid, emotional, very spiritual. You're just feeling, there's a weird energy with this Knight of Water. Knights are directional, so they go where you're led. There's something you're feeling very passionate about, but at the same time you're very concerned about. You're very loving towards. It's like it's a mixed. It's like, I need to do this. This has to happen. There's this major concern that you might, you need to get in there and make things right. It's not necessarily things for you. My Geminis, I feel like you're concentrating on other people. It's like you want to make things right for other people, and yet at the same time, sometimes you feel like you just can't get through to them. It's like, why aren't you listening? Why aren't you seeing? Why aren't you hearing? And there's such a heartfelt energy with this Knight of Water. And at the same time, the fire part of it is like, again, why aren't you hearing? Why aren't you listening? The Knight of Water is also about pursuing a romantic energy. We'll have to, I have to tell you that too. I just feel that it's something that it's almost like a conflict between you. And it's like you want people to see, you want somebody to see something, you want somebody to listen. And it's just like it's almost like you're beating your head against the wall. So, the thing is, if you're beating your head against the wall, stop. Okay? But just stop, because just because you want it doesn't mean that they want it. Okay? But put that aside. Somebody out there needed to hear that. The Knight of Water is about, a new opportunity, and not opportunity per se, I'm sorry, a new relationship, or pursuing a relationship, pursuing something that is quite lovely, pursuing something that's quite within grasp too, okay? So there is a romantic aspect to the Knight of Water here, or the Knight of Cups, okay? Emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. Falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. The only thing is, I go back to what I was first saying, is you can't make people, just because you see the way, or you see the light, or or you have this revelation, not everyone, people will go their own ways. And that's because we all have our own choices to make. Okay? Something with this. It just feels deep. It feels very deep. It feels very compelling. It just feels like, you just want to you want to shake them and you want to hug them at the same time. That's the one that comes out a little bit stronger than the romantic side. Okay, have to say it. Next card, reversed, renewal. So now we have a 22 is crossroads, choices, coming together, partnership. This is also 0, which is God source energy. So we have renewal, which is judgment, looking at things really careful, facing our lives, facing our facts, facing who we are. But the thing is, and then also the thing about facing ourselves is, and again too, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to face what it is. We have to own what we've done. We have to own it, but not with guilt. Not with guilt. It was like under my circumstances, that's what I did. Under my circumstances, that's what I wanted. Okay? But it's facing ourselves and looking at ourselves with the warts and with the good parts and with the bad. The good, the bad, the ugly. And then once we can do that, to the best that we can do that, we're human. This is the judgment card. This is, okay, you've done that. Time to move on. New direction for you. You've learned. You've matured. You've gotten to that point of self-edification. You've gotten to that point of self-discovery. Okay? So there is kind of this, with this, like I said, you want to hug them. You want to knock them in the wall, and you want to hug them at the same time. But then this is you looking at yourself and just kind of saying, no, there's only, I have to concentrate a little more on me. And then coming to an acceptance with that too. So this is a deep weekend for you, my Geminis. Okay. Review and evaluate, a favorable assessment of the facts. But it's time to move in a new direction. And this is Archangel Jeremiah. Your next card, your last card, the 8 of Air. Moving, letting go, moving on. 8, unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. Air energy, your energy, Libra and Aquarius. and all the air energies have something really big going on. You know, you have Mars, Libra has Mercury, Saturn is in Aquarius, so all of these things are happening right now. This is letting go, believing that there's more out there. Again, whatever this is, the first thing, like I said, you want to shake them, you want to hug them. You have to look at yourself, though, and understand this is what you want and not necessarily what they want. And then the Eight of Air is saying, oh, I've got to move on. I've got to get out of this situation. I have to make better choices. So the Eight of Air is an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. So there's a lot of deep soul searching going on this weekend for you, my Geminis. The best way to do that, connect with your higher power, connect with your angels, okay? They'll help you. They'll help you. And they'll be very loving and also very forgiving for you too, okay? But they will make you look at the things that you need to look at. Okay, let's see what we have here for my Geminis. Woo! Reversed. We have the Tower card. We have the Tower card. Now, this one's really interesting. If you know the Tower cards, the Tower card, it's like everything is like abrupt. It's like everything has to fall down in order for you to rebuild. Some people are like, no, let's not do the Tower card. This is disruption. So we have a 16. We have the 1, new beginnings, 10, transition. 6 is the number of man, energy you put into it. 1 plus 6, 7. God, source. I'm sorry. This is divine energy, divine umbrella, divine intervention, divine interruption. The thing I love about this, so whatever's going on here, the thing I love about the disruption card is this person is basically in some sort of a straitjacket or in handcuffs or is tied up in some ways. And when the disruption comes, he breaks free. He is freed from his binds. He is freed by whatever it is that's holding him, that's keeping him from moving, whatever, is keeping him in that illusion. So my Geminis, where are we going with all of this? This is some heavy energies here. This is some heavy, thought-provoking stuff going on here. But again, the renewal card, these aren't to be afraid. These aren't to scare you. These are to offer. This is to show you pathways. And again, new direction with the Judgment card, with the renewal, and with this Tower card. What's holding you, what's keeping you, what's keeping you, stagnant, what's keeping you in chains. You can't help, but this can't help but break you free. So something. What is it? Is it in the physical? Is it in the spiritual? Is it emotional? Breaking free with this. Oh my gosh. Let's see what we have from the Angels of Abundance. Doreen and Grant Virtue. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Breaking the chains that bind you. Reversed. Block out distractions. Okay, it's really too small for you to read, so we'll try to keep it here. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention, so it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Interesting, especially since have these blocks too. Block out. Okay. Where are we going with all of this, my Geminis? Who is this reaching? Okay, comment. Let me know. Okay, let's see what crystal or energy we have for you. And let's see. Yeah, I think you win in the most, I don't know. This is one of the deeper readings for this time so far. Okay, let's see what we've got here. But having said that, it's a very refreshing. It's very, like I said, you break out. It's a breakout time. Okay, not reversed. Peridot. Well-being, attracting money, a good luck charm, healing heartbreak. Peridot. Oh, we've gone from, wanting to shake and wanting to hug them to breaking free. So what is it all about, my Geminis? Let me know. Okay, take a moment to like, share, subscribe. Click on that old bell for notifications. As always, though, my Geminis, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.